So today is the day that we finish our second mower, mower number 2, as you see right there. I wanted to test it out today, but today the weather is absolutely brutal. But luckily for me, I have some Hudson's Playground merch to keep me warm. Go to hudsonsplayground.com to get this design. There's 2 other designs, limited time only. Once it's gone forever. So if you get it, we would appreciate it. If you spend over $50, you have a chance of me, Hudson, and Holly thanking you, sending you a personalized video, thanking you for buying our merch. So we would appreciate it. And one other thing I want to talk about, other than our merchandise, I want to talk about after we get this mower finished, is about the next project. I'm going to be starting on that very soon, and it's going to be difficult. So I want to talk to you guys what we're going to do and your ideas, because I'm excited for it. So after we get this mower done, just wait, because we got some fun stuff to talk about too. Now, let's finish this mower. We got a little things to do on it. So there's not much left to this mower, but there is enough to keep me very busy. We need to do all the matting, which is going to take a while. We need to do all the wiring as well, and then hopefully test it and it works. Please, please work. We haven't had one fail yet, but I know it's probably gonna happen soon with all the welding and all this stuff and deconstructing all this stuff that we do. It's bound that we're gonna run into issues at some point, but for now, let's get it finished. So we got it on the trusty work table here, and this block is about the height of the tractor, so that works perfect. So now we can come see that we want, so about 6.5 inches of matting, and the back might be a little less than that. Okay, so it's about the same. So it's close enough. So now I wanna make sure we go get enough matting to cover all the way. We'll probably have to do it in pieces. So I'm thinking we'll probably do a piece up front, and we'll probably do a piece on the side, another piece on this side obviously, and then a piece on the back. That'll keep it nice and tight to it, because I think if we try to do it all in one piece, it'll kind of get out of whack. So I think that's the easiest way to do it. We got enough holes in here. So let's go get some of this matting cut out, put it on, hopefully it looks good, and then the wiring starts, which we'll see. That's always a toss-up. So one thing I noticed while it was sitting up here, I was getting ready to start doing the matting. If you look at this thing, it kind of has a little bow in it. So what I'm gonna do now, because this is really thin and there's kind of nothing holding that from not bowing more, and it's probably fine for now, but in the future, it's just gonna keep bowing. So what I wanna do is I wanna weld 2 brackets, or just braces basically under it, to keep it not from bending any more than this. I'll try and straighten it out before I weld it. But I have some little square tubing. What I'm gonna do is I could do it up top, but it should be fine if I do it on the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is just weld 2 of those down there. That way it doesn't allow it to bow any more than it's trying to do now, because it looks okay, but it can get really bad. So let's weld those on there first. And it's gonna mess up our paint, which is unfortunate, but we can go ahead and touch that up. So these will be the 2 pieces, so it's upside down now. These will be the 2 pieces that I weld on there. I was gonna slide them onto here, but I think it's better to widen them out a little bit to kind of give it more area of support. As you can see too, we have a little lift on that side and a little lift on this side, which indicates that it is starting to bend a little bit. So I think this is needed, and I think it's really gonna help. I'll try and bend these to it as much as I can, but I think it'll be okay regardless. So we got our brackets under it in place, had to paint the bad spots. We got the matting on the side. I was gonna do the back, you can see the holes, but I don't think it's needed. It'll kind of help the grass go out the back anyways. We got one up the front. Now we gotta get the wiring done, which is under here somewhere. There it is. So now that's next. Okay, so we are almost done with the wiring. It is taking me a little bit because I'm no wiring expert, but it does take a while. So here's where we're at. We've gotten the black wire fully wired all the way to this. Obviously this is what'll go on the tractor. Now we gotta do the red. So we're gonna run a little piece of red. Then I'm gonna attach that to a switch. That'll go about right here. We'll mount that somehow on there. And then we gotta run the rest of the wire over to the back and then conceal it the best we can. But so far I think it looks pretty good. Everything's pretty concealed. Obviously, I'm gonna trim these off, make them look better. We just have them on now just to keep it stable. But we'll run bolts on it too. I've got the wires gonna run under here, and then we'll probably run it under the tractor so you can't see it, and it should be pretty good. So we're almost done, and then it's testing time. All right, so I got it wired. I got everything wrapped, ready to rock. I have not tested it, but I'm pretty confident in myself because it's pretty much exactly the same as we did the other mower. Just hopefully we didn't burn that up when we're doing the welding and stuff. That's the only thing I'm worried about. Everything's installed. I promise you, I have not tested it out. Here it goes. We're gonna find out together. Did I do it correctly? Well, and the good thing is I have the battery in there and it's not going now because this one doesn't have an on and off switch. So I assumed that was off. And hopefully I'm right. Here it goes. Uh-oh. Okay. So it worked, but it stopped there for a second, which means I might have a connection loose somewhere on this. Let's see, try it again. Okay, so it worked, and it worked. So it's working, But we do have a loose connection somewhere, because if you heard it there on the first click, play it back a little bit. When I did it, it worked for a second, then it turned off. So we have a connection somewhere on the loose. It's probably on the switch itself. So I got it all wrapped up. I'll have to take that off and take a look at it. But for the most part, it looks pretty good. And I said I was gonna test it with the kids, but the thing is the kids just don't know about it. And I wanna save that for Hudson's playground. I want them to see it, react to it, love it, and then get to go take it out to the field and mow with it. So I don't want them to see it. I want it ready to rock when they get here, and then we'll record a video with it. So I'm gonna hide this. I don't want them to see it now. We get to look at the new project. It's something I'm actually very excited for. So let's go. I wanna kind of show you the piece of equipment we have that I'm gonna try and build, and I think it's gonna be my hardest one yet, but let's go take a look. Okay, so there it is, the hay rake. So my thought behind this is we already have 2 mowers for the kids. Might as well try and get the whole hay series going. So we live on a hay farm here. We already have all the equipment for hay farms for real farming. The kids love it, so I might as well try and do it for the kids also. So the rake is what we're building next. I think it's probably gonna be my hardest yet. I do have some very good ideas for it, but I wanna hear your guys' thoughts. I'm gonna try and keep it pretty broad because I don't wanna spoil anything. But should I try and make this just mechanical or electrical also, just like the kids? I'm kind of leaning just towards mechanical. And have everything ran off of like a bearing whenever the tires move. That operates what I'll need to operate. But I'm trying to mimic something kind of similar to this. Maybe something that doesn't fold up, but maybe I will. I don't know. We can get creative with it. I feel like I've been doing better with the builds, so I'm excited to get started on that. So we'll be probably starting that on the next video probably, or very soon. We'll be building us a hay rake. And then after the hay rake, obviously I'm gonna try. This one will probably definitely be the hardest, and I'll probably lose some hairs, but I'm gonna try and build a baler. I know it is going to be extremely difficult, but we're going to try. We're going to at least give it a shot. It's not bad sometimes if you fail, if you're trying something extremely difficult. So we're going to try it, but that'll be after the rake. So I want to have this done obviously before hay season starts, so the kids can go out there and they can cut their hay, they can rake it up, and then hopefully they can bale it, and then we'll go feed it to some animals. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I appreciate it. Don't forget to go to hudsonsplayground.com. It'll be down in the description. There'll be a link to it to go buy some of our merch. It'll be there for a little bit, and then it's gone forever. So go check it out, and thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.